Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today I would like to share what my weird cravings were in eating disorder recovery. If you are not familiar with my story, then you can check out the video that I made at the start of this channel about the eating disorder journey I experienced. I especially don't say my eating disorder because it is not mine, it will never be mine, it's an illness and you do not choose for it. You do not ask to have that kind of illness. It becomes someone and yeah, you have to get better from it. So it's never yours and it's not your fault. Always has to be said. Anyway, so suddenly I was just thinking about this and I think it's also like interesting maybe for people who are not familiar with this to hear what kind of like weird cravings can happen, but also for yourself if you're going through recovery that your body really knows. Like actually those weird cravings, they tell you, they really show you like you can trust your body for doing what it needs to do. Doesn't matter how long that takes. For me, it took a long time. Just saying. I'm not saying any numbers or months or years, but it was a long time. It was a long time, much longer than felt comfortable, much longer than other people were saying, much longer than I thought it would take. And I spent so much money on food and I went to the supermarket every single day, sometimes twice. And I would literally, it wasn't because I would only get like one thing. No, I would get so much food and then I would have to go again that day because I could not just, I couldn't stop. And I shouldn't have stopped and I didn't. And sometimes it did feel uncomfortable and I just had to, but yeah, whatever. Onto the weird cravings. So I can still remember that at some point I really wanted to make pasta with maple syrup. Like, I mean, I kind of get it. You know, pasta is just nice with the bite and then maple syrup and add some salt to it. Like if you're gonna try it, if you get inspired, add some salt to it because otherwise, yeah, you just gotta, the maple syrup needs some salt. But yeah, pasta with maple syrup. I ate that a couple of times. It wasn't like, wow, extraordinary, but it's what I was craving. And I didn't care. I was just like, that idea just suddenly popped into my mind. And it makes sense. And another time, I just also remember just all day eating like Nutella and Lotus Biscoff and cookies and chocolate and blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly there was a craving for one carrot. Just random, out of the blue, a carrot. Like I really wanted a carrot. And I was like, that's so weird. Why all this food, all these sweet things, and then suddenly I want a carrot? And it's so like, now, I would eat a carrot on its own, but it's not like the tastiest thing. But those kind of cravings really actually showed me you can trust your body. You can really trust your body because it's going to ask what it wants and what it needs. So that included cookies and chocolate and all these things that I didn't have for a very long time, or maybe I did already have them but just not enough, or no reason. You don't have to have a special reason. Even if you're not in recovery, you don't have to have a special reason to want cookies or a jar of this or a bar of chocolate or whatever. You don't need a special reason. You are like, the reason you are human and it's just nice. So yeah, I would want a random carrot sometimes. And what else was there? I mean, I would also just get these hyperfixations for like a little period. I would really love Lotus Biscoff, like jars of Lotus Biscoff, maybe 1 jar a day, alongside other things. But then after a while, it kind of stopped, the Lotus Biscoff. I was just a bit like, And then I tried it again after a month, and I was like, I really don't like this right now. Like, I really don't like this. And I think if I would eat it now, it would remind me a bit too much about recovery, but it could already be that enough time has passed. Oh yeah, and I was really craving a lot of peanuts, just bags of peanuts. Now, I'm not really a fan of nuts, of eating nuts as a snack. I would do it more because it's just out of convenience. Sometimes I eat nuts now out of convenience because I have to go and whatever, and it's, yeah. But it's not really like my go-to snack for if I want to chill and sit on the sofa and eat something nice. And it's not really my thing, but suddenly I wanted a lot of peanuts. And also, even in the evening as like late night snacks and stuff, I wanted like avocado and avocado on toast. Sometimes, I'm not saying that this was suddenly like all day only peanuts and avocado. I'm not saying that, but like all these examples sometimes showed up, and doesn't matter. But it just really shows you your body is, you can so trust your body, and especially in recovery, it's going to be very clear with the signals. And that's also when it's, of course, quite uncomfortable for a person because you're going through recovery. So you're like also dealing with just bashing that voice in your head. But it really knows what it wants, because nowadays I don't really have cravings anymore, and I just do something random, which is sometimes a bit annoying because sometimes just cravings really help with making the food decision. But yeah, in recovery, I just didn't have to think about it. It would just, my mind was just on and on about the thing I wanted all the time, which became annoying, of course, but it's part of it, and you will get through it. So yeah, peanuts and avocado and phases of things. So yeah, trust your body for all the weird cravings it wants. Just trust it. Try your best to not go into a spiral about it and be like, why this, and why do I want so much of this or that? It's okay. It really is okay. Eating all that food day and night. If you check my video out, you will see that, or you will hear from me that I literally had like 2 or 3 months where I hardly slept because I ate throughout the whole night. I think I slept like 2 hours a night. And the other months I was still eating a lot, but I would sleep a little bit longer. I could actually sleep then, but my body was prioritizing what it needed most. And that saved me. And I'm here now feeling so healthy and so radiant and happy. And I can just deal with other life things. And so it's incredible. And I really just hope that this video finds the right person, the right people, and that you can really build more trust within yourself, with your body. And yeah, don't forget to also try out some spirituality, because I will make another video about that, and I have an amazing interview with Victoria lined up. We already recorded it, but I will probably post it in a few weeks or in a week. I don't know when this will be posted. But yeah, it's great. I loved it. It was so nice to talk to her. All in all, it's so important to create more safety within yourself and yeah, being more confident about like who you are, not even, you know, about your body and stuff, because that's all kind of surface level actually. So we'll talk about that another time. But if you want pasta with maple syrup, have pasta with maple syrup. Doesn't matter if you're in recovery or not. It's quite good. Add salt. Yeah. Okay. Much love.